Hello everyone, I am Eleniar Nerd, you can just call me Nerd. Welcome to my playthrough on Hearts of Iron 4 for Germany. This is in the Waking the Tiger expansion, and I've also got the Death or Dishonour expansion. So basically, it could reform essential powers if I wanted to. Well, it kind of depends on whether or not Hungary decides to reform Austria-Hungary. I don't think Austria can do this. Yeah, that's only road 56, I believe. Well, going to do this on regular difficulty. Historical AI focus is off, and Iron Man mode. So there is no going back if something goes horribly wrong. So Adolf, no, nice Adolf. Right, start. Okay. This was not planned, sorry. Right. I have no idea why I did that, but I can't be bothered to start this again, so here we go. It's taking an awful while. Come on. Right, so we have got all these divisions. I'm going to start off by simply army, and then that. Basically, get rid of the annoying unassigned, and it was able to tell me whenever I get a new division. What's essential is, of course, mechanical engineering, and you can make the choice between basic machine calls and construction 1. I personally prefer construction 1 because that allows me to get more, and it sort of denies the need for the, well, if you get loads of factories from it. Now, I am going to eventually go down, oppose Hitler, of course, secure the new state, down that way. Basically going to YOLO it, but I know roughly where I want to go. So first of all, 4-year plan, because I want to actually prepare for the Civil War, and I might as well do stuff and just build up. Yeah, civilian factories, Mecklenburg, and we'll leave it at that for now. 3 military factories. Right, we want support equipment up there. All of it like this. Now, I generally don't use close air support or tactical bombers. I generally just go for fighters. Then again, I did only to get the game. Well, actually, not. Well, basically, I'm still kind of new to the game. Now, if this really triggers you, if you've played Hearts of Iron 4 before, I'm very sorry. It's just I don't want stuff cluttering up my my ship menu. So I need to get rid of these production lines. I'm going to redistribute the factory, so there's only 3 rather than 4 in those 4 submarines in production. I am going, right, so I've got 4 spare, so that's 1 each on all of this, and I'm going to add 1 to Battleship 2, because that takes the longest to make. Insufficient resources. I'm going to import some rubber from the Dutch East Indies. Divisions, of course, very essential. You literally will not survive without them, because, well, who does neutral country playthroughs, eh? Now, so those should be arriving. Oh, Mayfo bills. Now, I don't particularly see the point in Mayfo bills, so basically I just cancel them, and then that just gets over and done with. And again, I am very sorry if you get triggered watching this. I am very sorry. But, well, everyone plays it differently, don't they? Now, 5 speed, roll. Okay, okay, it's gone now. Good. 4-year plan. Also, I do recommend you move up mobilizations as fast as possible, even if that means just going to war for no reason, which I don't really... I don't really like to do that, but if it's like a minor country, you might as well just go ahead and do it. Because if it's like one state, not much of a handful, you can easily take it, and it lets you put up your mobilisation law, which heavily benefits you. No, the problem is war support starts off really low in Germany, so you can't do it. Now, I'm just going to have a look around, see strengthen the Polish state, industrial organization, fortification studies. So they'd be quite annoying to attack then if that's the case, which doesn't matter to me because I'm doing the Monarchist playthrough, and we're not really going to be going for Czechoslovakia in that. Also, I'm hoping for Austria-Hungary, so Czechoslovakia will be good for that. Now, 50 political power. We can do promises of peace, which, honestly, I do sometimes, even though I don't intend on keeping the peace. But the problem with that is, if you go to war economy or total mobilisation, it makes you put it down. So, I recommend doing that before you move up mobilisation law, so you don't waste political power, and it gives you some more stability. Because, well, when you're in a war, you can just do war propaganda, and that fixes that. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Sorry if this is a bit of a handful, but yeah. Hopefully, well, I'll cut to when 4-year plan is back. Right, 4-year plan. Now that was, you could say that was a very useless cut, but I just did it anyway. Now, what you probably may want to do, it depends on whether or not you want to go to war with France, but actually, we don't want to do that yet because we need to have the Rhineland remilitarized, and I want to prepare before I do oppose Hitler. So what I'm going to do is Turkey. If I'm saying that horribly wrong, well, I probably did butcher it, but well. Now I am going to cut. I probably don't need to explain this to you, but right, the Spanish Civil War has started, like every single game ever. Now, with the Road to 56 mod, if you ever play with that, I'm just going to throw this in here. Nationalist Spain is an horrible green. It is an absolutely horrible green in Road to 56. So, well, it's good to see that it's orange once again. I think that Nationalist Spain will win, regardless of whether or not I have them or not, so I'm not going to send them any divisions. And honestly, it's Spain, I can't really care less, because, well, I'm not going to really be going down to Spain, am I? Electronic mechanical engineering is finished. I'm just going to go ahead and research computing. The game probably could be going faster, but then again, everything could. So, right, I'm just going to go through with what I would actually am going to go to do. So I'm going to do oppose Hitler, secure the new state, because otherwise that would be very awkward and you'd be able to do nothing. Revive the Kaiserreich, because that at least lets me go to war when the world tension is high. Because I don't really want to do re-establish free elections. I mean, it's a bit boring. You can go democratic. You can't really do much. Return of the Kaiser, of course, but it depends on what or not whether Hindenburg incident or not. Because, well, if it's Hindenburg incident rather than Hindenburg disaster, there's a certain route I can go down, I believe. Not sure exactly where it is, but I believe it's the Holy Roman Empire. I literally have not gone down that route before, so I don't really know. So, sea to the Eastern Front. I'm likely going to do Danzig for guarantees, because that just gives me my stuff back. And then, the Iberian problem. Now, I don't necessarily want to do that, but yeah. So safeguard the Baltics, support the Finns, of course. Now, I may go down this route, but then again, this route is rekindle imperial sentiment. So yeah, I think I might do that if they don't reform Austro-Hungarian Empire by themselves. Break the Anglo-French colonial hegemony. So, yeah, just down there. Schlieffen once more. Yeah, that might not go quite well. I'd rather do naval invasion of Britain and then naval invade France, if that yeah, that probably isn't the smartest option, but then again, you know, I need to stop saying then again. I'll just cut to when autarky is done. Right, we've completed the focused autarky, so I'm going to go down the Hermann Göring work tree, because that gives civilian factories, which opens up more possibilities. I've also went for Hjalmar Chat, whatever, civilian factory construction speed, because that, of course, will eventually help other construction speed go up. I'm also going to add more production to Luxembourg. Basically, you don't really need me to tell you what to do with construction. You've got the gist, I hope. Military factory, naval dockyard. It's focused around production. If you're running low on fuel, build synthetic refineries. If you don't have enough space to host all your fuel, then you could either get a bunch of ships out, or you could build fuel silos, which will just give you a better stockpile and you can use it up. Now, naval dockyard, ships, military factories, guns, civilian factories allow you to build even more factories. Now, in Road to 56 mod, there's even more, which are really useful, but in this we won't be able to build like steel mills and stuff, so that can be demobilise our economy. Oh. Come on. Okay. I guess I've not played it enough to realise that it always wants to put it down one conscription law. So I thought it just put it down to partial mobilisation, because that's what it did when I was playing Turkey with Road to 56, because I want to practice and stuff. Now, I will be back when something else interesting happens. Right, this focus is finished. Well, I'm not going to do that because I don't want to give them too many civilian factories. I'm going to go ahead with oppose Hitler. Now, anti-democratic raids and anti-communist raids we could afford to do, but we went this high with stability for a reason, and I don't want to go down. It's not really harming anybody at the moment. Also, as soon as you get the political power, you should probably put free trade on, because that gives you extra output and construction speed, which is always a bonus. The problem with it is, though, is the civilian intelligence and navy intelligence. Now, I don't really know much about what this does, but so I'm going to skip over that. Resources to market as well. That basically can deprive you of resources because they're being exported. You can't control how much is being exported out of your country, which is a problem. So, yeah. Right. Oppose Hitler is nearly done, and can I start off by saying nice. But I have switched to free trade, extra construction speed, which is very good. Now when I press this, it's going to put me into war, so it's going to be a bit intense. I've failed the Civil War every single time, which is once when I played this in Road to 56, which is why you'd always want to choose the option which costs 100 political power for a peaceful changeover, rather than bypass the focus. Now, purge this, can't really say that. So, first of all, we select all of these divisions. We need to move them, give them a commander, which is of course essential. Be a bit stupid if we didn't. Now, I am going to make them go down here first, and then I'm going to go down there because I want to, well, I hope, because then I can just cut off and deal with it. Okay, we have 39 divisions. I did not expect that. 11. Now. yeah, I didn't think we'd have that many. Not a problem though, just do that. I'm actually going to delete this front line and redraw it. I do have problems with front lines, it's just that it deselects them for some reason. It just puts it in one square like that. That is the problem. If anyone knows how to fix that, it would be greatly appreciated, because it's annoyed me for too long. Right, so I need to stop these troops from moving, because basically they will go no matter what, even if they received orders from their generals. So I need to stop that immediately. Now double check. Good. Right, now I can right, yeah, it's good now because I've only got two divisions selected, which are both in the same place. Stop it. This is very annoying for me. Right. Front line has been drawn. So I'm going to draw the offensive line, which would go there. Offensive line, which would... no, not front line. Offensive line, which would go there. Now I'm going to leave them to organise themselves, because... well, I don't want to start their offensive when they've not actually managed to do it. Well, organise. Now, that will simply place the civilian factories in land we own. So as long as we don't lose land, we'll be fine. Now, it should be over before that focus completes. Now, we are being led by August von Mackensen. I intend to go for Wilhelm III rather than Wilhelm II, simply because he looks cooler, of course, and younger, and he's got better buffs, I believe. So, actually, yeah, that's what we don't want. Now, so you double click that, you just click on it, and then you right click again onto it. So it's 2 clicks, that fixes that problem entirely. Yes, I know that. Of course, I probably want to send all my ships out. Yeah, I intend on just having one. Well, I don't really need the lower Baltic Sea because I don't control any of that at the moment. I merely need to block off any ships from the Reich. Now, they should be roughly organised. So, it doesn't look like they're very ready, so I'm going to be careful and then I'm going to start the offensive. Now, green. You need to look for the green, because that means you're winning, red means you're losing, yellow means you're drawing. Now, it looks like we're this. Oh. Right. So, I'm not really sure whether this is going to go well or not. I literally cannot tell at this point. We can afford another advisor, or, well, one of the chief of army, or military high command, but I'm going to go likely for the war industrialists who have got a buff on all of our factory construction. I'm just going to leave it to play for you now. Nazi expulsion takes heavy toll on Thuringen. Right, so, yeah, they're employing scorched earth tactics like they always do. I don't know why I didn't expect that, but hopefully once we get down to Munich and Berlin, they should be done for and we can just carry on. Our capital is Frankfurt, which is slightly annoying because it's on the front line, but we should be able to push them, but the problem is it looks like we're the ones being pushed on this section, so we're pushing them in the north, which is good because that means we can knock out this area and then send them down to Munich and they should be done for. Okay, we are losing land. Right, as long as we're gaining land up here, and we're holding here, we should be fine. Ah! Right, well, we've gained land over Brighton, but then the problem is it's gap that the troops are to go back, which is helping this area, but of course going to be very beneficial. Now we're winning on all of that, well, basically all of that area, so just leave it. Basic machine tools, which is great because that means the where we've got a higher production efficiency cap, and now we can go for concentrated industry, which is, well, I recommend for urban countries you go for concentrated industry, and for not urban countries dispersed industry. For example, China, that's what I always do, dispersed industry. Don't really know where that's right or not. Now it looks like we are gaining land, well, a lot of land. That going, we just need to hold it constant. Yeah, we are losing a lot of land in this. Oh, hang on. Come on. Right, we push them back, which is always great. We've got one time, we've got loads of theirs. Right, Wilhelm Wagen. So, now we can do extra research slot, which will, well, it does what it says on the tin, doesn't it? It's not very well-named focus. But, Right. For a moment I thought we'd pushed them away from Frankfurt, but I'm just being hopeful. Now we want to go down this route. Now, in the land doctrine for Germany, I will typically go down Armoured Spearhead, which is, well, Blitzkrieg, and then down through, well, generally I don't get this too far because it gets really difficult and I can't do anything, or I want to research something else. Now it looks like we're doing very well, but for some reason it says that we've, well, estimated plan value minus 37%. Large river crossing. Well, we've got to cross it at some point. Divisions still preparing. Some divisions not in position. Yeah, that's that one. I'm going to keep resuming it because it looks like we're winning on all fronts. When it starts turning red, then I'll switch it off. So if we can get all that gap, and they're not bothered to fix it. Right, you. Don't do that, and then... Now what? Deploy units. Ah! Right, of course. I'm also going to put you in the Rhineland. What do you mean deploy units? I've said where I want to deploy you. So what is your problem? Right, it's probably because yeah. I'm going to add you to you because you're the weaker line. Now, we've not got a lot of steel at all, so I'm going to get some from the United States, because we don't want to get them from the Soviet Union, because we'll be cut off by the German Reich. Now, it's probably to our advantage, because it's, well, it's not abandoning anywhere that can be attacked from a different angle, which is what you want to look for when you somewhere you might want to attack. If there's that, you should probably just go for it if you've got more divisions. Or the equal amount, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, most of I thought we were taking attrition, they're not. They are likely taking attrition, but we just can't see it because they're enemy. Oh, of course, planes. That was a bit stupid. Right. You can go there, you can go there, and you can go to Eastern Germany to support the army. Oh, looks like we've got aerial superiority everywhere but Eastern Germany. No, sorry. We've not gotten... yeah, no. Right. It's a bit odd. We get aerial superiority basically the only place they are, but probably because, yeah, they expect me going on the offensive. Hang on. No, I'm just gonna leave it. Of course they're expecting to go on the offensive. Why wouldn't they be? Right, we've got 100% war support, so the Civil War gets there. We don't really need to do war propaganda. 30% is added on by a defensive force, so I'll likely just do that while I can, so even when we're not in a war, we've got high war support. I'm going to make that flick ready pretty quickly. Yeah, it'll be out in 9.8 months, but hopefully it should be done by then. Literally 1 mile away from this. We have the extra research slot, which I probably will use. I'm actually not sure what I'll use it on, but it's always great to have one. Fuel gain from refineries. Well, we're running out of fuel. Oh, it's changed again. Has fuel control. Okay, fair enough. Likes Autobahn. Now, we don't have full control of Brandenburg. Because, well, it doesn't even register our name, really. Well, our flag, not our name. So I don't want to do that and give them extra infrastructure. That would be pretty much suicide, I guess. Now, I'm going to go down I'm just going to not say it. Yeah, they're a bit threatening, but that also means they likely won't go for Danzig for guarantees. But also, I'm just going to see where this goes. I'm not going to turn back now. As long as we win the Civil War, I don't really care what Poland's doing. It's not like I've got intention to invade them. Well, I kind of do. I want Danzig, Poznan and Katowice. Also, something I don't really understand about this state is why there has to be... Who on earth thought it was a good idea to make something go round like this and then back down again? I mean, actually, I shouldn't be focusing on that. I should be focusing on this. Now, I believe this was the German, because this was Namibia was once under German colonial control, and they asked to have access to this river, even though it looks like there's another river going through here. But yeah, they wanted control to this river, and they were given it. So yeah, Namibia is basically a big pot with a handle. But basically, that's what it's shaped like. Looks like nationalist Spain is winning. Now I'm fortify East Asia. Oh, the problem is I don't have. I think it's man the guns that gives Britain the ability to go fascist with a proper focus tree. So I wonder maybe yeah, if you guys like it, I might consider buying man the guns and doing a fascist Britain playthrough, because that could always be fun. We've not lost a single ship there, which is good. Got naval supremacy. Now, what I don't understand is that for some reason it's either 100% or 0% for some reason. No, I don't remember it being like that always, but for some reason now. Also, the Danish belts. Why is that there when the Danish belts are down there? Got an extra ship to add, so that will help. Right. We're not losing any ships, which is good. We're losing when we're trying to go into Berlin. Yeah. Oh, come on. They had to do that. They just had to, didn't they? Where's Mecklenburg? We haven't even got Mecklenburg, have we? Where's Mecklenburg? Of course. I thought Mecklenburg didn't count for some reason. I should have known. Right, yeah. Prioritise repairing. I'd probably repair the military factory first, because there's only one of them, and also, well, probably self-explanatory. So, third way into 1937, we got further than I thought we would get in the first video. Again, I don't really know how long this video is actually going to be. But, well, we're in the stalemate at the moment, and, well, I'd say we're doing pretty well. Just the only problem is Hessen, because they've actually taken tiles from us there. We're advancing towards Berlin, but we have been pushed slightly back, running out of fuel. So there's a lot of problems to fix, but I'm going to have to leave that to the next video. So for now, it's been fun, this video. Hopefully you will see me again for the next episode. Bye everyone. Right, I did say bye, but it turns out I'm gonna have to go to the next save point. Right, it's saved. Hope you all had a good day. Bye.